Here's three simple things that you can be doing to increasing the horsepower of your HSV VF GTS LSA on a limited budget, taking it from this to this. Or if you've purchased an LSA Supercharger and want to put it on your LS, stay tuned for this video today. I'll show you what those three simple things are to increasing the horsepower of that LSA. My name is Matt and you're watching Curtis LSA YouTube channel. First simple thing that you can do is remove the old airbox. Here is a photo of an old airbox on an LSA. And here is the Harrop air pod that's been installed. Very simple and easy to remove the old air box and putting in the new Harrop air intake. Of course, with the open box, very simple and easy to service the actual air pod itself, give it a clean. More air means more horsepower, more boom, and of course, more whine like this. Let's move to the second step. Next up would be your 12-litre reservoir, and people might ask, what does a reservoir actually do? Well, it allows 12 more litres of coolant to run through the interchiller system on your supercharger. From factory, it went from the supercharger down to a pump down here, through a heat exchanger which is pictured here, and then back into the supercharger. That's very limited time for coolant to run through the system, and of course, that coolant would heat up, reducing cold air, which means less horsepower. With a 12-litre reservoir, it allows 12 more litres of coolant to run through the system. So 12-litre reservoir sat behind here, down to the pump down here. I actually have a chiller installed, which is pictured right here, and back into the supercharger through this here. What that means is colder air intake means more horsepower and of course more boom. And what we love most, more whine. Next up is your LSA lid spacer. What is an LSA lid spacer, might you ask? It actually is a bracket that actually sits underneath the actual lid of the supercharger, pushes the lid up. You can get them in 10 and 20 mil sizes. Factory form, she's very restricted in airflow, especially on the rear cylinders. What the lid spacer does, pushes the lid up, more airflow. Of course, more airflow means more horsepower and more boom. Of course, with all these upgrades, you're going to need a tune. Speak with your tuner in regards to that. My name is Matt, and you've been watching Curtis LSA YouTube channel.